A lot of y'all resonated with my last video on the simplest one-person business strategy that you can start today because it's so simple and accessible. And so I want to expand upon that and show you a real-world example from my own business and guide you step by step through the process that I use to put an offer out into the world, to see if it resonates with people, and to collect leads and how to communicate and etc. So I want to show you how easy the system is, and the fact that it's also free means that there's nothing stopping you. So with this video, with the step-by-step process, I hope that you feel confident and resourced to just give it a shot. Or if you're already in the process of scaling your one-person business, this is going to be the thing that's going to help you just get to that next level. So again, it doesn't matter what it is that you do, what you offer, if it's a product, it's a service. I'm going to be using this example for metal fabrication, but you can be doing it for interior design, for graphic design, for pet sitting, for music lessons, for selling a product to a coffee shop that you think is cool and that every coffee shop needs. It doesn't matter. This is a tried and true way to help you validate your offer and get it into front of the people who want to pay you money, and also in a way that you can feel good about, because I'm all about heart open, heart forward businesses. So let's just dive straight into my step-by-step process that you can start in the next 5 minutes if you wanted to. All right, folks, so I'm gonna guide you through the 3 questions that you need to ask when you're getting ready to launch a waitlist or sort of open yourself up to the world, open your service up to be seen by the world around you. So I'm gonna hop on the computer and then we can kind of do some digital face-to-face time here. The simplest one-person business strategy just requires you to ask 3 simple questions, right? The first of which is, what the heck do you do? Now, this is all a masterpiece and a work in progress, right? So let it evolve. For me, in this circumstance, I'm going to be offering my services as a designer and fabricator to my local community. So that's my offering, thoughtful design and fabrication. That's what I'm doing today. It might be different tomorrow. So where are people hanging out? So for me, because this is a local service and it's a physical product, a great place to go to get your service in front of the people that are around you in your community is next door. You can go sign up for free. It's amazing. You can easily make an account, use your address, it takes 5 minutes to set up. And then from there, you're able to post in your community, where this gets sent off to pretty much everyone that's in your immediate vicinity. Super helpful for any local service. So if you clean solar panels, if you do metal fabrication or some physical building, or if even you're just, a brick and mortar business to get the word out there, it's a great place. I also think it's even great for other services like graphic design and anything sort of social media and or copywriting, because it shows it not only to the people but the businesses that are there. So it's really, really key for just free marketing, right? Which is such a gift. You don't have to pay for ads for these things. And then the question I like to ask myself, which is really how you lead heart forward, you have your heart open as you do business with the world, which to me is the most magnetic quality, which makes people want to pay you more, is how can you meet them authentically? So we're gonna write a post from that last question. How can you meet them authentically? Now, granted, I'm gonna be using Nextdoor. You can easily do this for, Instagram, for Twitter, for LinkedIn, any social media platform, Facebook, or you can actually even do this, sans the writing the post part, for doing this in person, having conversations, or making a flyer and posting it up on the wall. I've done that before and I've gotten calls from it. It's crazy. So because I've been writing on Nextdoor for a while, let's see here. I want to write a post that celebrates the fact that I've been showing up for a little bit. And yeah, I guess we'll just see where it goes. But this is intended to be sort of offering your services in an authentic storytelling way and getting people to a waitlist or to a form where they can sign up for your services or signal interest in your services in advance before you do anything major, right? Before you go out and build something, before you go out and spend all this money on fancy websites, or before you go out and spend money on ads, or before you even have a product made, this is how you do it. But you're gonna have to translate it in the way that suits best for you, but I'll just show you how I'm using it, which works really well. So I'll just take a moment to write this. I've been reflecting. Of course, now that you're watching me, it's going to be hard to type. And then I'm just gonna skip ahead. All right, so I got my post written, let me share it. So, reflecting today on the beautiful journey of sharing some of my work on this platform. Wow, I'm so deeply grateful to live in such a small, connected community, and it feels so nourishing to my heart and soul to show up with integrity to serve y'all. Despite the rough and rugged nature of my design and metalworking, I tend to be somewhat obscure and poetic in the way I represent and market my work. And it means so much to feel y'all's support in this pursuit. Many relationships have been forged that would otherwise not have been so intentionally created, if at all. That's what I'm here for. I'm all about showing up with presence, depth, and integrity and creating connections from that place. So cheers to y'all, big love, Kev. Now, of course, I'll post this with some photographs. And again, my circumstance might be a little different. I can put a small call to action in the footer or in a comment. But if you really wanted to put your call to action in here, you can say something like, so this is Thanksgiving time in the States, you know, so this is why this is all about me being grateful, but we're coming up on holidays and New Year. So you can say something like, I'm excited to deepen my practice with amazing projects this coming year. If you're interested, something like a gentle call to action, right? If you're interested in creating something special together, join the waitlist to secure your spot. Join the waitlist to secure your project for 2025. For early 2025. Yeah, that works. So obviously, I mean, you could take more than a minute to write this, but something along those lines with a really soft call to action. So if you're interested in creating something special together, join the waitlist below, because you'll link it, to secure your project for early 2025 so we can make the best darn handrail you've ever seen. Something like that, right? So what I'll do is I'm gonna throw this up on Nextdoor. I'll actually, I'll actually do that right now. So I'm gonna throw this up on Nextdoor and post it for y'all so you can see exactly, I don't know why I keep going back to this one. So you can see exactly what that process is like. So super simple interface. What's on your mind, neighbor? And then if you have a really slow computer like me, luckily I'm getting a new one soon. It takes a little bit. So you're gonna have this, I like to make sure everything's spaced out really nicely, lots of white space. And again, you really wanna hook people in with curiosity at the very first line, especially because most things cut off after the first line. So I always love to end something on like a ... a powerful statement, ... It kind of alludes to the fact that there's more here, right? And then I'll go in and I'll choose some photographs, and from there, I'll post it. And then I'll show you guys what the results are at another time, right? So yeah, stoked for you. Let's see how this works. All right, so we're off the computer. It's been about 2 days. I'm sunburned and happy, and I want to show you what's happened from that post, right? So we slapped that puppy up on Nextdoor. We just wrote a really quick sort of post. For me, it was like expressing gratitude, Thanksgiving time, and a gentle call to action, right? With some photographs. And unusually, usually people go to my website and fill out a form, but this is actually even better. This sort of reinforces the fact that you don't even need a website. I got 2 people that reached out to me. One person sent me a message on Nextdoor right here, and then the other person actually probably went to my website or went to my page on Nextdoor and called me and texted me. So even better of a fact that you don't even need a fancy website, right? You just need to show up and offer yourself in an authentic way. So that post got 1.3 thousand views, which is, it may not seem like it's that much, but the fact that I can just write up a post and in my small little town of 2,000 people, 1,000 people can see it is pretty remarkable. And so of course, that sort of percentage rate isn't really amazing, but if you think about it, one of these people, the woman that texted me, her project is tentatively $8,000. I don't know if it's gonna end up being a right fit, but her project is $8,000. This other person, I have no idea what it is, haven't talked to him yet, but that can potentially be $10,000 from just one post that 1,000 people saw, right? Now, depending on what your service is and your product, that can vary, but I just want to show you the power of using this super simple strategy where you don't need anything to get started other than a willingness to be seen and to show up authentically, heart forward. So I hope that you learned something here today. I hope that you can see how simple this process is. And now there's obviously so many other things you can experiment and try with, but this is like the basic tried and true bare bones thing. You need to know what you do, where do the people that I want to serve hang out, and how can I show up there authentically? Here's some words of mine that came from my heart. Here's some pictures, because you've got to share some pictures of some sort, even if it's just a drawing of what you want to do, right? Or a product that you've made before, or an example. And here's what I want you to do to move forward. I want you to reach out to me, fill out this form, join the waitlist, you know. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you learned something here, please let me know. Subscribe if you haven't already, and looking forward to making plenty more of these for y'all. So yeehaw, ciao.